Hey guys, it's Brian. So today I want to do a special video of my most sentimentally valuable vintage ceiling fan in my collection, as well as my favorite fan hanging in my house. This is a 52-inch Alaska ceiling fan, model AC-4152 in antique brass. It's from the mid-1980s. It features a 3-speed reversible, very heavy cast aluminum spinner motor, 4 solid oak stencil blades, and a ball socket mounting system with a round flat canopy, which I also call a tuna can canopy. I actually added the 4 trumpet arm light kit with the center globe to this fan myself, and I put 4 frosted tulip shades with a frosted oval center globe on it, and it runs 5 60-watt LED bulbs in it. This fan did not originally come with that light kit. I actually had it lying around, and I added it to this fan. The reason this fan is so sentimentally valuable is because it's actually the reason that I ever got into vintage fans in the first place. It's my #1 childhood fan, and the story behind it is one of my fondest childhood memories, so I will try to abbreviate it for you as best as I can. But when I was little, before I started school, my parents both worked full-time, so they needed someone to watch me. Well, my mom knew someone who was a family friend, and she would drop me off at her house every day while she and my dad worked, and then my dad would pick me up on the way home. In her dining room was a fan identical to this one, which is why I have this one set up the way it is, all the way down to the tassel on the fan pull chain. Some of my fondest childhood memories are from this house, where I'd go every day and see this fan and play with it, or play with my toy cars and stuff on the dining room table while it ran overhead. It's actually the reason why stencil blades are my favorite blades, and antique brass is my favorite finish, and why this particular light kit is my favorite one of all time, all the way down to the shades. You may have seen a video on my channel of a similar Alaska fan that I demonstrated in my garage a number of years ago. That fan is actually the older version of this one, in that it has a blue tag on the switch housing and the motor is slightly bigger. This particular one I got from the Cleveland Habitat Restore, and it actually sat in my storage locker for years until I had a place to hang it over my dining room table like my childhood fan. Well, now I've got it hanging over my kitchen table in its rightful home, permanent home, where it's not going to be removed until I ever move from this house. This is where it belongs. So it's always been a dream of mine to own one of these fans and to make it identical. And now I have one, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. So, little backstory on Alaska fans. They're not quite rare, but they're definitely uncommon, especially the ones with the bigger cast aluminum motors like this one. This particular one took me years and years and years to find. It was very difficult to find this fan. I actually found its older brother quite a while before I found this one. Alaska fans are made by a company called Sheng Yuan, which is based out of Hong Kong. They're very good quality, and they're very powerful, extremely quiet. This one does slightly wobble, but it's really not noticeable unless you're looking for it. So let's go ahead and demonstrate it. We'll start with the light. It's very bright. It can easily light up my entire kitchen by itself. You don't even need the track lights over the counters. But anyway, one other tidbit of information is this pull chain that's on the light kit is actually the original one that came on the fan. It's the wood, sort of an acorn looking pull chain that Alaska fans have. I wanted to keep it on the fan because it was original, so I added this gold tassel here. So let's go ahead and start it on low, because these fans are a reversed 3-speed operation, being that they start on low and they end on high. Very similar to Casablanca Lady Delta and Delta 2. Very smooth running fan. Moves a good breeze on low too. You can definitely feel it. And like I said, those are solid oak blades. Go to medium. moving a pretty strong amount of air on medium. It does wobble just a little bit. The blades are a little bit out of clock. It does vibrate a little bit, but that's really no big deal. Now we'll go to high. It's definitely noticeably wobbling, but not terribly. And it is moving some serious air on high. I mean, these cast aluminum spinner motors are very powerful. It actually doesn't wobble as bad as it looks. That's just the light kit. Let's go ahead and shut it down. I'm not going to show it on reverse because there's really no point to that. It does the same thing. It's got great bearings in the motor. Pretty decent spin down time. And that clanking noise that you're hearing is actually my baseboard heater. It's not the fan. It's just warming up the fins inside the heater. It's actually taking quite a while to spin down. So yeah, that's my 52-inch Alaska ceiling fan that's hanging here in my kitchen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Keep watching, more videos to come.